This session is really about what are the future trends of travel, what do we see as travel leaders and as travel leading organizations in terms of what the future travelers will be expecting and what is the industry going to want us to develop in terms of new technologies, new products, new offerings. For us also, because we operate in the business travel world, it's also very important to make sure that we meet the needs of the travelers, but also the need of the corporations, and make sure we address all their needs. What we're seeing today is that travelers have more information at the tip of their fingers, and the travel management companies' roles, like CWT, is really to make sure we make this experience and information available to the traveler at the tip of their finger as they need it, when they need it, in a smart and efficient way. But also not forget that this is about people, and so the service component and making sure there are people to support travelers during their business trip when something happens, and that the service is reliable. It's technology, but not only. And I think that's one of the most important trends that we're seeing, and making sure we don't forget the travelers when we think too much about technology. There's a number of concepts that are flying around now, and that CWT is getting more and more involved in, like door-to-door concepts. So when a traveler needs to be in a given place at a given time, how are we going to take him from exactly where he is, his office or his home, to exactly where he needs to be at the time that he needs to be? And that's a very important concept. And we've developed an award-winning app called CWT To Go to make sure that from the door of his office or his home to the door of his meeting, he is constantly given information and has all the elements that you were talking about: the hotel, the itinerary, the air itinerary, all the reservations that he has are all embedded in that one single app. We also want to be very cautious about giving too much information. So I think the roles of TMCs is also to advise corporates and travelers and make sure they have the information that they need. All this wearable technology it's absolutely the future, but let's make sure that they have exactly what they need, just what they need, and exactly when they need it, knowing that there's going to be a longer queue at an airport or at a security checkpoint or something, and that they're better off taking the other queue. That's the future, and that's what we'd like to make sure travelers get. For us, as operating in the business world, our destination is where business is happening. So it will differ slightly from the leisure market, where destination is certainly linked to other aspects than just where the economy is growing. So you were citing Dubai, the Middle East, Africa, Asia. These are the places where our business travelers are going, but never to forget that the US are also progressing, and that travelers are also going to go to the United States, and to and from actually the United States, and all these already very well established markets. But yes, we do see trends of growing travel into growing economies.